Good evening, Simon here, Explosive Action, with my November DVD Blu-ray update. No VHS, no Laserdisc this time, but as you can see, an even stack of Blu-rays on the left, DVDs on the right, and some box sets, so let's get into it. Going to kick off with the DVDs this time. First one is Satan's Playground, 2004 horror film. I don't know a great deal about it, but this cover has been just intriguing me for many years. Seemed to disappear off the shelves fairly quickly, and I forgot about it. And then it landed in my lap for, well, nothing. Actually, this was free, and that's the best price. It has a few interesting quotes and write-ups from Bloody Disgusting and things like that, so see if it's any good. It sounds like a backwoods horror kind of deal. If you've seen it, do let me know. Satan's Playground, if it's any good. Next one. Man, I'm so happy to get this. Police Assassins. One of the rarest, in my opinion anyway, local Region 4 Hong Kong Legends DVDs. This just was impossible to get, and it showed up on eBay as an ex-rental with a stock photo, and I just took a punt on it. Buy it now for measly price, $10 or something, free shipping, and what showed up was not an ex-rental, it was basically new, and it was exactly as I hoped for. So Police Assassins, also called Yes Madam, and also called, confusingly, In the Line of Duty, which is confusing because Hong Kong Legends line has another film called In the Line of Duty, which is part of this series, but is actually called In the Line of Duty 4. I don't know why. But anyway, this one's cool with Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock. So, very happy to get the Hong Kong Legends edition of Police Assassins into my collection. Next one, brand new action from Don the Dragon Wilson and Cynthia Rothrock again. Death Fighter. Haven't checked this out yet. This is most likely one that I will pull my finger out and actually do a review for the blog. But, yeah, look, it seems pretty cool. I'm always into the Forced to Fight films, and that's what we're looking at here, with some classic 80s action stars. Continuing on with that, Ultimate Justice, with Mark Dacascos and Matthias Hughes. Now that's just killer right there. Awesome looking cover. From the same company, I think, the US. These are Region 1s, both of those. Yep, another, I think, Forced to Fight film. That's fine with me. We will soon see what this one's like, and I will probably review it as well, because they just both look awesome, these two. So hopefully look out for those shortly when I get some chance to actually sit down and write a review. I find it quite difficult these days with a 4-year-old in tow quite a lot of my life. But, yep, that's just how it goes. Next one is the Killer Anime box set. Found this in Vinnie's. I remember when this came out to support the Kill Bill DVDs. Madman threw this together, which is a box set of Blood, The Last Vampire, and Kai Do Maru. And the idea is that the animation is done by the same people that did the animation in Kill Bill in those segments. So that's why it's called the Killer Anime set. So that's very cool. I've seen Blood, The Last Vampire before. Haven't seen the other one, so yeah. Really cool to find one of these old box sets just floating around in the Vinnies for $3. I'll take that. And onto the box sets. Oh, still haven't bust this one out of the shrink. This is the Complete Highlander Complete Series Seasons 1 to 6 on 46 friggin' discs. And I have to say I am very happy. This was a prize. I won this, and I was stoked to win it because the retail for this is like $160 or something. It's just ridiculous. The weight of this, anyway. So it's the complete series. I've seen very little of this back in the day. Look at all those friggin' discs. Just insane. Oh. There you go. There's the back. So yes, I don't remember if this is any good or not, but you know, for the price I paid, which is nothing, don't care. I will see if this is actually a good series. I mean, it's certainly stuck around long enough, so we'll see see how it goes. If you've seen any of the Highlander series, not the movies obviously, the TV series, then yeah, do report back with what you remember. And the last box set was straight in the camp of I don't need this, but I am not passing it up. And that is the Upside Down Bruce Lee Ultimate Collection Hong Kong Legends box set. Awesome little set. I have all these films on Blu-ray. This, as I said, was just not required, but if you see the lovely HKO logo and all the films, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, Game of Death 2, Big Boss, and The Legend, which is the documentary. But you also get this really nifty booklet. So it's a commemorative book. So there you go. Some nice pictures, some nice words. And this was on the Cash Converters website for $12. Wasn't leaving it there. The shipping alone would have cost them more than what I paid. That's their loss, not mine. And yeah, very happy to add this to my Hong Kong Legends collection, even though it's largely redundant. And that's the DVDs part of this update. Moving on to the Blu-rays now, we start off with a few of the new local, newish anyway, Troma Blu-rays. These are ports of the Region A's. First one is Blood-Sucking Freaks. What a film that is. I already have the 88 films edition of that, but I was curious to see if there's any differences. And for those that just wanted to buy a cheap copy of the film, the main thing that is positive is that the print appears to be identical. The negative is that for whatever reason we've gone with lossy audio on here, Dolby Digital, whereas the 88 disc has DTS, and it was noticeable when I was skipping through. The 88 disc has more punch to it, but you know, these have been as low as buy two get one free and 20% off, so like $7 each. You know, you get what you pay for, and they have all the extras of the Region A set, so you know they're pretty packed. Next one is Troma's War, which only has a Region A release, I believe, so that's cool to get regardless. And Tromeo and Juliet, which I've not seen since the VHS days. Next one, Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, upgrading one of the old DVDs. This one. Quite a stupid film. And The Taint, which is Troma by name, but not by studio. I've heard many gross and terrible things about this film, and also awesome things, so I will be checking out The Taint. And lastly, for the Tromas, is Class of Newcomb High 3, which is one that I did not have. Which, as far as I know, is where the Blu-rays stopped. There is a fourth, isn't there, of this series, and then the Return to Newcomb High, which I've got DVD. Pretty sure there's a 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, man, I thought I had a boobs problem there, but it's not me that's got the boobs problem. Anyway, Class of Newcomb High 3. Next one is The Barn. Kind of happy, kind of annoyed that this happened. I bought the DVD, whatever it was, 6 months ago, 9 months ago. Can't remember. Fun film. Was hogging out for a Blu-ray. Producers said, we're not doing one, costs too much. And then, well, here we are, Blu-ray. But that's all right. It wasn't very expensive, and the shipping was quite good. I paid about 32 Australian landed for this from their own website. So, which is on here somewhere. Thebarnmerch.com, so check that out. Yeah, cool retro slasher. And yep, now on Blu-ray, so that's The Barn. The Baby. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Truly one of the most bizarre films to come out of Hollywood in the 1970s. Well, yeah. Never owned a copy. Have seen it. Never owned a copy. And got it in a trade for very cheap. Severin Blu-ray. And yeah, well, we'll see how it holds up to my memory, because that was a weird film. Also fairly weird, this is the 88 Asia line Shaw Brothers release of The Mighty Peking Man, one of the more strange ones. Quite a silly film. This is a reversed cover with the original Japanese poster, which I like. Number, what is this? 6 in the line. I had to do a bit of catch up. The first 8 I didn't get slipcases on, but I've been getting the slips on the new ones. So, yep, there we go. It's number 6, Mighty Peking Man. Popcorn, finally. I did not want to pay 45 USD for the Steelbook, and based on the history of Synapse, I knew that a regular release would come, and I was happy enough to wait, and I'm glad I did, because this was like $16, and that's what I wanted to pay for Popcorn. And this has got the proper poster art, whereas the Steelbook had something else, which I wasn't really interested in. So you had that, I think, that art, which is cool, but it's not that. That's iconic. So cool. Yep, another 80s slasher on Blu-ray. The Lift, or De Lift, on a brand new release from Blue Underground. Fun film. Haven't seen this since VHS days either. I think it had a DVD. I can't even recall. Did this go to DVD? Don't remember. But anyway, it's a Blu-ray and DVD combo, I think. It's quite a heavy set. Yeah, so the Dick Maas film has a bunch of features on here. Directory. What am I saying? Commentary. Short film. That's pretty cool. Trailer, Dutch trailer. And yeah, well, there you go. So it's got both the Dutch and the English audio. There you go. That's quite cool. Every option you want there for the Lift, and this is the reverse art, which is the art I remember from the VHS, so very cool. Don't Kill It! One of the newest Dolph Lundgren films. He's done like a horror comedy action thing here, and I have to say I haven't watched it yet. I've been just waiting for like the absolute perfect time, because I know I'm going to love it. I've heard not a single bad thing about this film, and I'm a big Dolph fan. Love the old Dolph. Love the old Dolph. And yeah, I know it'll be good. Nice little slipcase as well. I really need to get to that one soon. Some more Nashi Inquisition here. I've got to say I've got to watch it again. I watched the Blu-ray, and I got a little bit confused when I was watching it. Maybe my attention drifted. Maybe I'd had a long day at work, but it didn't really all sink in, and got quite strange by the end. So I'll have to check out Inquisition again. And the Scream Factory Volume 2 box set of Paul Nashi films is just shipped, so that'll be good. Should arrive soon. The Spell. This one looks really cool. A made-for-TV 70s horror. The poster, well, this modern art, I guess, just sort of spoke to me. It looked really interesting. And I waited for a deep discount sale and grabbed it. So that's The Spell. I do like the made-for-TV horror films. The Resurrected. I'm glad I held off on buying the German release, because now I've got the Scream Factory, which may or may not be the same print. I don't know, but it'll definitely be a good print. So that's really cool. The director of Return of the Living Dead, as it says at the top. Resurrected in a nice 2K scan. Awesome art there they've used. Very, very cool. I couldn't believe this day had come. Rawhead Rex on Blu-ray with a slipcase from Kino Lorber. Many people don't like this film. Many hate it, but I'm a fan. I'm a genuine fan. I think this is fun. Silly little Irish film, but it is a whale of a time. Yep, I enjoy Clive Barker's fairly poorly rendered monster in this, and it's it's a nice set. You get the normal art underneath with the what can only be described as a penis on its head, and the new slipcase box art there. And the thing was so cheap; it's like $15 or something. Anyway, playing catch up on some Vinegar Syndrome here and getting Slaughterhouse, which has a vastly superior print to 88 films. Vastly superior. Which tends to happen with Vinegar Syndrome because they've got their own scanning equipment and they know how to use it. So, cool upgrade on that little nasty slasher. Some more Vinegar Syndromes. Primeval and The Lurkers. Lurkers being a DVD upgrade from Scorpion. Primeval, I can't remember who did Primeval. I think it might have been a Code Red Grindhouse double from way beyond. So yeah, get to check out those ones again. Have never seen this one. A Woman's Torment. I think I'm in for some sleaze. By golly, I think I'm in for some sleaze. Woman's Torment. Really like that art there. What a mindfuck of a film this is. Bloodbeat. Vinegar Syndrome are just good at like saying, okay, well, we'll get this strange Canadian film and give it an awesome Blu-ray scan with a fantastic embossed slipcase. Why not? No one else is going to do it. And they do. And look, the film still makes very little sense, and I don't care. It's great fun. It's a strange film, but yeah. I love that Vinegar Syndrome use these really thick slipcases. Like, they are really strong, thick cardboard. You are paying for a good slip, so that's awesome. Bloodbeat. This is just amazing. Demon Wind. Straight from VHS to Blu-ray with a lenticular. Check it out. Lenticular. Amazing. Yep, this is a good fun one. This has had a DVD, I should say, but they're likely public domain things, and they look like garbage. This does not look like garbage. This is a fantastic looking Blu-ray, and it's basically, for those that haven't seen it, an Evil Dead clone, and that's all that really matters. Demon Wind. Look at that amazing art. My God, definitely worth picking up. And the Corpse Grinders. Some Ted V. Mickles here. Wow. Again, some 1971. Ted V. Mickles on Blu-ray. And you never thought you'd see the day, and here we are. Some very, very trashy stuff here, and entirely entertaining, if not good, but is entertaining, and that's what matters. So that's the Corpse Grinders. And the last thing, I won't go on to about it too much because everyone else has, is The Thing. I opted for the big box. I'm glad that they swapped it from being one of those digibook things that gets crushed in the post to a big, hard box. And it has the disc in it and the book. So we'll do a quick look over, but I'm sure you've all seen it by now. Great looking book. Lots to read, some pictures, and the Blu-ray, which has got the classic art. I think I've flipped that from something else. It's just, look at all the features. It's just chockers. Comparing the print to the Scream Factory, both have pros and cons, and I'd say that this has the edge, but if you just wanted the film and you already had the Scream, then you'd be happy with it. But, The Thing is one of those ones that I will just bust out some extra money for. And that's The Thing, and that's this update. The next update is likely going to be Japanese VHS only, because I have quite a few coming. So if you are into Japanese VHS, which I hope some of you are, tune in then in maybe a week or two. See you then.